What is up, Healthy Husbands community, Hopkins Fitness community, the Facebook folks? I'm going to try to come across a little hard and tough and raw. That way I don't break down and cry. The part of a trainer's job is to get into your client and open them up. That way you can really get to feel and help them with what problems they may have. And my group, my trainers, my mentors tell me I have to open up with this story, and it's been shit that's been holding me back, and a lot of discussion out there with what may have happened with me last year or whatever. I'll throw it all out there. I really don't care. So that's why I'm going to be kind of a hard ass. But let me take you back a little bit. I'll try to be as quick as I can. At 3 years old, I had a biological father that just walked out on me and my mom. Now, fast forward, a man did step into my life and is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I want to succeed for him. I want to give back to him as much as he's given me. So I don't take anything away from my dad. When I say my dad, that's the man who stepped in and took care of me. And that's how I became a Hopkins. Anyway, but that still messes with you as a kid growing up. I didn't find out till about third grade there was actually two Jason Hopkins. The other one was my cousin, and we're in the same grade, so it was a little bit weird. And we accepted it, right? We didn't know. And third grade teacher it was a different time period where she's like, "Well, how's there two?" and blah blah blah. And when did your parents get married? And I was like, 1985. And well, she's like, well, "That's weird. You were born in '81." Damn. Okay. Went home crying, like, what the hell? And I'll never forget, they set me down on a little swing there at our first house, and they basically said, your dad's not your dad. That's what messed with me more. I mean, I was upset because I felt like they needed to tell me earlier, but like, you're in third grade. When's a good time to tell a kid that shit? I've just been blessed that I do have him in my life. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. That's what makes you insecure and have issues, and I have relationship issues. It shows. But I didn't realize I had as big issues until last year. And that's why I want to reach out to my clients. Fast forward to when Facebook came out. I come to find out I have 7 or 8 other siblings down south where this guy just went and never used anything. They always met every year in Tennessee. Summer after summer kind of came. I'd never went. Actually, still haven't. He owed a lot of child support. I do know that. He was full of shit. He told stories all over the southern states. They all hated me because he told stories about me, and then I had all his money and shit. I didn't have anything. That mother about got kidnapped once. It's about as close as I came to him. All right, let's be tough. Then I get a phone call from her, and she's yelling at me. This is the oldest next sister that I've never met. And calls me out, calls me him, calls me a piece of shit, calls me everything else, and then sends me a link. He got picked up for child support. And I don't know what state it was, but they were extradited him to another state because it was so far behind. And he hung himself in a jail cell. Dead, killed. Never have that moment to speak to him and say, like, what the fuck, dude? Why'd you do that? I mean, I've been blessed. My dad is my dad. No one is going to take that from him, especially this piece of shit. So that kind of messed with me. Hence, bringing in the alcohol. You start numbing yourself. I know my clients do that with food. They start numbing themselves with food. So I can relate. So then in town, I'm sitting here, I'm in sales, and I see that we had like 5 suicides in our local jail. And they are going to be, or there's 2 suicides, 5 people got fired. And I was like, well, shit, they need people. I think that's fun. I can do that, right? So I apply. About a year later, I end up getting it. And I'm kind of chasing after that ghost, man. I'm ready to save somebody. I'm saving some life. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to make a huge difference in this world. And come to find out, most of those fucking people in there literally use the system and bitch and moan when they don't want to be somewhere, and I'm suicidal, I'm going to kill myself. And you can't take it lightly. You know, I know that, coming from my background. I mean, I know that, but it's always the one that you don't see coming hit you. So fast forward about 3.5, 4 years, doing my local round, and I peek in, and this dude that's facing, I think, 9 years. This was in 2017. I thought he was reading up beside his little toilet seat there. And at this time, he was in AC custody, which is, you know, administrative custody, and he's locked down for 23.5-hour days just because he's being an ass. Told him to open the door. I had to get up and give me his tray. I was collecting his tray, and kind of chase his little head. I see veins popping out. He's got his blanket wrapped into his mirror, and he was out. Screamed for help. They popped the door. I went in and cut him down, did 2 rounds of compressions. It was so disgusting that I just reacted in the moment. We have a barrier device that I would highly recommend anyone using on strangers, especially in jail. I didn't feel I had enough time to use the barrier device, so I went hands-on and full mouth-to-mouth. And I'll never forget that. I think it was August 5th or something, August 5th, 2017. Well, after 2 rounds of compressions and that, I ended up saving him. And it was definitely a crazy rush that I've never had. But long story short is I thought I fixed my issues and my background. I was chasing that ghost, you know? And it really didn't. Didn't change a thing. He yelled at me the next couple days when he came back, told me I should have let him die, and it was crazy. But anyway, then you go through that process and you have the same shit over and over and over, and all I was doing was masking my pain with fucking alcohol and ruining shit around me. And it built up one day that I ended up having a toxic relationship, and one day it got so bad I did not have my kids. Since I'm going on record, was supposed to have my kids, because this is what's got me in trouble with my kids, and it sucks. I've been burying all my feelings and making myself numb, and all the while I'm pushing everyone around me away. And that's why they told me I have to get this off my chest. So this is hard for me. Then I got in trouble. I called off work, and I got fucking hammered. Way too much. It was June 1. I woke up to 5 to 8 deputies in my house. They took me to the hospital, and my ethanol level was, I think, 0.39 or 390. 0.4 or 400 is death. He told me I was 1 drink away from killing myself. After that, everything spiraled downhill all of last year. Work, relationships, and I finally made the step to check into rehab in October. And I'm glad I did. Anyway, got out. I resigned my job position. I didn't want to be in that type of environment anymore. So I'm happy. I'm pursuing personal training. I'm pursuing online training to the fullest. So that's my confession, my story. But how this relates to those of you out there is I understand addiction, and I understand heartache, and I understand pain, and I understand that you got to take it one day at a time. The thing that I have is AA meetings. I have groups. I have sponsors. You out there eating and not having a trainer and not having that person to hold you accountable makes it even worse. Get your tools. Get your people around you. Get me around you. I'm going to have a 21-day transformation program coming out for anyone and everyone who wants to. And I'm just going to say I have a heart of gold, and I'm going to be fighting for you every second. It's going to be one day to all of us, one day at a time. Concentrate on that diet. Don't be addicted. Get away from the alcohol. Get away from the benzos. Get away from the pills. Weed is coming legal, and it's not a good thing either. Get away from that. And my clients are the best thing for me, and they're going to help me through this process. So I can't wait. I understand your pain. I understand you're overweight. I understand you're tired of being tired. I understand it's hard to bend down and tie those shoes sometimes. You got that gut hanging out. Low sex drive. Can't sleep at night. Have sleep apnea. I understand it all. And we're all a little bit fucked up, but I'm going to help you through this process. And all I ask is you to be honest and kill it. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to kill it. And I'm straightening my shit out. I'm done with all that. I am fucking done. Went way too far. I've ruined too many things. And, you know, my mentors told me to do this and get this out there because it was going to be hard for me, but I had to be honest to myself and get that out there. But you don't know, I want you to do me two things. I want you to like this video because it kind of hurt, and I'm glad I did it without crying. I'll probably cry when I get in the car. Maybe because it's so cold out. Like the video, share it. Share it directly to someone that you may think have the same problem. You don't have to share it on their page or whatever. You can do however you want to. You can send the link directly. If you want just a plain link, I'm not putting this on YouTube for a little while. Let me know and I can just send you the video. But the biggest thing is this year coming up, Healthy Husbands Coach is gonna fucking kill it. I'm gonna kill it. We're gonna change so many people's lives, men and women. I'm gonna change so many people's relationships. And I feel like, you know, a champion never begins his journey until challenges arise. And I feel like all of last year was one fucking challenge after another. And I'm kind of at peace with that. Because now, I got a heart of a lion, man. I'm not going to get beat down. I don't care what you say about this video. You can post bad comments about me. I don't care. It's all right. I'm not going to be offended like I would before. I love life, and I'm happy, and I'm training, and I'm working out, and I'm shooting a video in 8-degree weather. I'm going to change someone's life. Even if I change one person's life, it could change the world. Just one person. I might not change the world, but I could change that one person that could change the world. So anyway, it's a Healthy Husbands Coach. I'm going to be following up videos daily. Write your comments. I ask you to share it. I ask you to like it. And other than that, that's it. I love you guys out there. I love everything. I love God, who has saved me and put me in my place. And for that, I hope you guys have an outstanding day.